We are the American Legion Department of New Jersey. Be the one.
Please all be seated. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I was looking at paperwork tonight before I came out here. 20 years ago today, or this weekend, is when I graduated the American Legion Basic Course. So brings a lot back. First, thank you all for taking time out of your busy lives and away from your homes to come here and get some learning, and hopefully you bring some of this information back to your posts and your members. That's the most important thing that we're doing here, is we're trying to get information, get some networking together, get some contacts so we could get all this information and share it. That's the whole weekend what it's all about. When I came here years ago, and I was able to get some knowledge and create some friendships, I met Danny Dunn, which Danny Dunn is PDC, past department commander now. So Danny Dunn and me and Steve Fisher were all together that first year, and so we had a good core group. So yeah, we moved along. That was all good. So I do appreciate the opportunity of coming around. I'll be coming around and speaking to you, I guess, a little bit tomorrow. I had the privilege of teaching the advanced course with Joe Imperato and Steve at one time, and now we have a couple new candidates. Tony and Mike are teaching that class now. So we move it along. So hopefully you get to learn as much as possible. The biggest thing is if you have any questions, especially pertinent to your post or any of your questions, don't wait to ask the question. Get the information while you're here. And if you don't get the information while you're here, I'm sure that somebody that's here is going to get that information. They're going to get it to you, and before you leave this weekend, you'll have a contact where you can get that information from. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about getting the information. You have a basis about what you really need. And then if anything you don't have, we're going to give you the contacts and the information on how to get there. You've got a good person right here. We've got Mark from National for the membership. I told a couple people in the other room, I said, if you want to get to know somebody as far as networking, reach out to Mark, because Mark's going to be here doing the membership. He's the National. Mark has been tremendous on helping our department in New Jersey. Anybody that has any questions about membership, you call Trish. Well, Trish reaches out and gets Mark to help us tremendously. So these are good networking contacts that we have. And before I go away, I just want to acknowledge we do have some department commanders in the house with us. We do have Steve Fisher in the back here. We have our own NEC, past department commander Burley Hanna. My commander when I was in, Gene O'Grady. We have PDC Dan Channel. Or Danny Dunn, I'm sorry. We're not there yet. We're tight, but that's what it was. And we have our good friend Mike Wilson back here. Thank you. You're almost there. It's all good. No, but that's what it's all about. You're going to have some good lighthearted fun. You're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to be raising a lot of money towards CODA. I don't know if anybody's familiar with CODA, Children's Organs Transplant Association.
They'll know by Sunday.
Yes. So it's not about embarrassing anybody. It's about raising some funds for a really good cause. And American Legion College has been tremendous in how they've done that over the course of the last few years. So that's something that's really big in my heart, and I know it's been big in Joe's heart. And as you get involved and you learn about CODA, you'll be involved a hell of a lot more. So I appreciate that. So does anybody have any questions for me over the course of the weekend? I'll be here. Please reach out. It's been cool going around the state this year. I have a bunch of people that have been calling, our members have been calling me up and just asking basic questions about what's going on with the American Legion. Nothing has to do with about being the leader, but just about where they need to go. And I actually enjoy that because it feels that there's somebody they could just call me and just give them a little answer. It's not that they have to worry about, contacting me and embarrassing me or bothering me or troubling me, whatever. So that was really cool. And on a good note, yesterday, we had our Commander's Project's been going on this year. Yesterday, the van for Veterans Haven North was delivered. It had the handicap accessibility in there. So that's almost $100,000 worth of van that's going to that facility. They were ecstatic about it. They're going to have it in Wildwood for us all to see. So we're moving along with our project. Good work. Good work. Thank you, everyone. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Commanders.
I'm talking to my wife. This is my lovely wife, Deborah.
Yay.
Our 45th wedding anniversary this year, and where am I going to be?
Okay, I'm gonna hold off on you two for 1 second because our commander was kind enough to mention CODA.
What is that?
Children's Organ Transplant Association. It is a program that helps families whose children need organ transplants. And they're not just infant children, they will take care of people up to adulthood. It's a wonderful program. It is completely run through donations. Now, now, the money that you raise doesn't go to their administration, doesn't pay their staff, doesn't do any of that. It goes directly to help the families of the children going through this.
It is the $10 because of the Dan Channel remark.
Okay, so another important thing to know about CODA. Every dime we raise in New Jersey stays to help a family going through tough times in New Jersey. So understand, it's an entirely self-sustaining organization that does not pay their staff, does not pay their utility bills, does not do anything with your donations. They work, and they've gotten very good at this, they work with all the other organ transplant associations, and they manage to help people realize better benefits in their insurance. And it's through that network that pays to keep the lights on and pays to keep the secretaries coming to work every day. Your money goes directly to help a family in New Jersey. Now, a few years ago, we raised $10,000 here at Legion College. That was an anomaly. It will not happen again. That was the year that COVID ended, and this was the first big event that people were able to get out, and they had all that saved up money. So for the last 2 years, we have set our goal at a minimum of $5,000. We will achieve $5,000. I know we will. Frank, right?
Yes.
Frank has baseball bats in the car. And if your kneecap says Spalding, I'd be careful. One thing that we like to do is we like to pit our classes against each other. Service officer class against chaplain, although they've God on their side. Basic against post management. We want to see who's going to bring in the most amount of money. Okay? And if anything happens where I already have Frank otherwise occupied, Jeff, you want to stand up and show people? He'll go after you in my place too. So remember, the most important thing about leadership you're going to learn in this room right now, you get the right people to back you up. Who up? Okay. Did you say whoop again?
I got a posse too.
Okay. I hope I don't offend anybody. Tell me about your Air Force posse.
I guess you just got told there, bro.
We said you could guard the bomb created at the Air Force already won.
Looking like a true Navy guy.
By the way, I want to welcome the chaplain for becoming part of my staff now at Legion College. And thank you.
I'm proud Air Force veteran.
I love it when Air Force people, and I'm not going to mention any names. No, the guy next to you. I like it when they say, you know, you had to be smart to join the Air Force. And I'll say this: they let anybody, operate a submarine.
Can't get much lower.
Actually, you can. It's called whale shit. Okay, we're going to keep moving. We're done on CODA for the minute. I'll be bringing Frank up later on to discuss CODA a little bit more. So CODA is going to be a very important thing of this weekend. We got that?
We are the American Legion Department of New Jersey. Be the one.